What up, big time gang? It's been a while. So, first live of 2023. Let's see, we got Chris in the house. What's up, Chris? So, I wanted to do a little state of a collection over the next, few, maybe 5 lives, and just kind of show you a few watches that I've collected in 2022. One of the ones I'm going to show you today, I collected in 2023. But chat about watches, just have a little fun with it. So, welcome in, everybody. And we're going to start today with Aragon, and I'm going to do it differently. So normally I hold up a watch to the camera. Today we're going to do it where I actually flip you around, and I'll have you over the watches so you can actually see them in detail and not look at my face. So that's what we're going to do. What's up, Dave D? What up, Mama Big Time? What up, Pops? So that's the plan, is I'm going to put you on the tripod and have you looking at the watches as I talk about them. And I kind of want to show you the direction I've been going. A lot of you know, some of you don't. But my Aragon collection has changed drastically because I've gotten rid of a lot of the 48 and 50 millimeters, and I've gotten all down, I think, 45 and under in millimeter size. I think I have one 48 left, and that's it that I'm keeping. I have some up for waffle right now, but for the ones I'm keeping, there's only a few. So how's everybody been doing? It's been, I think, what, 2 months since I've been live. Good to see everybody. Wrist check. I got the Christopher Ward C60 Sapphire on, 40 millimeter. That's what I'm rocking today. Hence the orange shirt. Got blue and orange strap. This one was actually sent into me from Christopher Ward, not mine. But it's a beautiful watch, so I sported it before. I haven't even shot the video for it yet. I already got it a couple of days ago. What's up, Sivan? Ready for spring? Yeah, it's cold over here right now. I'm in Arizona, and it's in the 30s at night. I know if you're back east or somewhere, you might be in the negative numbers, but for Arizona, it's cold. So I got the tripod. I'm gonna set you guys up here, and we're gonna go over some watches. I'm not gonna have you stare at my face for too long. We'll get right into it. These watches I've either downsized or I've completely switched it up. So none of these are basically my original collection I had of Aragon. I had a whole bunch, but I've downsized, and I've downsized on the size, the millimeter of the watch as well. So let's flip you over to the other side. Bear with me as I switch the camera angle. Okay, there we go. That works right there. So here we go. So the 10 Aragon I normally have on the shelf behind me are in this case. And you can see the latest, one of the latest drops, which was the mystery box, is right here. We'll talk about that one as well. But so without wasting any time, we'll just get into, first and foremost, my 45 millimeter Dive Master Evo. This is from Mom and Pops. And at the time I was looking for a mother of pearl dial Aragon. And Mama Big Time found this on the Aragon site and got it for me. And at the time I wasn't doing 45 millimeter. It was all, 48 and 50. And this ended up working out perfect. So this is one of my keepers of my Aragon collection. Let's see what the model number is on this one. Model A264, the NH35, K1 crystal, mother of pearl dial. Nice bezel, the way it's done, kind of like a gear. Nice bezel action. crown at the 4 o'clock as well. And almost everything I've been collecting lately is automatic too, if you're wondering about that. Ordered yesterday the Phoebus Leviathan, black coated with the gray dial. Nice. Yeah, I have a couple Phoebus. I think I have 2, maybe 3. But Phoebus are very nice. I don't have a Leviathan. I have a Kraken and a Narwhal, I think are the 2 I have. And then we've got the 4th of July watch. That's what I call it. Probably the only time I'll wear it. I don't wear very much red, white, and blue. Not that I'm not patriotic, just I don't. But this one is the Aragon Millipede. Now you'll see a lot of these in this box here. I had all these in the 48 millimeter, and I raffled them all off, and then got them back in the 43 millimeter. So before I did the waffle, I asked Wing, which is the CEO of Aragon, if you're not familiar. I asked him, I said, hey, do you have all the 43 millimeter available in, you know, this color? Because I had the whole set. And he was like, yes, I do. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to waffle them off and just ask for the money to cover the new ones and get the new ones in the smaller size. So that's what I did. So this is one of them. This is a full loom dial. Got the Pepsi bezel. The top is red, the bottom is blue. This one, I believe, is a K1 crystal as well. Let's see. Yeah, K1 crystal, and this is model A454. And this is an NH36 day automatic. Then we'll get into the mystery box. So this one is one of my most recent. I'll show you my most recent last because I haven't even unboxed it yet. We'll do kind of like an unboxing here. That's why I picked the Aragons first to do as a state of the collection. But this one here is the Aragon Dive Master Titanium. This was the mystery box. Wing gave these to us. These were only $150 for a full titanium watch, sapphire crystal, NH35 automatic movement, knurled screw down crown, ceramic bezel. The list goes on and on. But for the amount of stuff Wing gave us on this watch, he pretty much gave us this watch. So this one does have a sapphire crystal, not the K1. This is model A626. See that there. And this is a 45 millimeter version. They did do a 50 as well. I opted for the 45. And then there was a teal, white, red, and black, I believe, were the colors. I went for black. It was the since it's a mystery, you don't know. I felt black was the safest color to go with, and I think I did good. I like the way this watch looks. It's got a really good look to it. So the piano black Millipede. This one is one that I'm drawn to wear quite often. I saw DK Semicom Reviews do a video where he turned the bracelet inside out on one of these to make it brushed, because the inside is brushed and the outside is full polish. This watch would have been 100% a knockout if it would have been brushed instead of polished. I'm not a big fan of high polished, but this one here is just gorgeous. That white and black resin bezel, and then you got that piano black dial, the NH36 with the date. I really dig this piece. This is one of my go-tos. This is one of the ones I wear the most. And this is 43 millimeter. Oh, I didn't tell you model number. Model number is A454. I'm blind as a bat, so. What's up, Israel? And then we've got the BioLoom. And I still have the 50 millimeter version, so I'm gonna show you both, because this was a watch I did that whole thing again where I owned it in the 50 millimeter. I wanted it in the smaller version, and so I bought this one. Wing was having a really good sale, so I got this one, the 44 millimeter version, and I still have this one currently up for waffle right now. But this is a 50 millimeter, so you can see the difference in size. This is a OG one I had. I had upgraded it to the divers extension milled clasp. So this one is actually upgraded. It's got the divers extension as well. But this one, the waffle just ended, I think. Oh no, I think this one's going right now. This one's currently up for waffle right now on TommyBigTim3 watches on Facebook. But so I downsized, got the smaller size and put this one up. The only bad thing is I didn't get the special clasp for this one. So this one is just the regular stamp clasp that this one comes with. And this is a K1 crystal NH35 automatic movement. But this whole thing glows. This is one of those that I got to show you the loom. I got to kill the lights because this one, if you haven't seen it before, everything that's orange glows. Let's do that. There you go. You see the dial, and then all the way down the bracelet, all those squares glow as well. So I had to have this one again. Such a unique looking watch. I didn't want to just let it go and not replace it, so I replaced it with the 44 millimeter version. Then we've got the anti-gravity. This one is a dragon. I love the bracelet on this one. The bracelet is just amazing. Look at that. Super comfortable. And this is, I believe, 42 millimeter. And I got like that burgundy, deep red dial with the dragon on it. Having a hard time getting this thing to focus. It's focusing on the background instead of the watch. Come on. There we go. Screw down crown. I believe this is sapphire. Limited edition as well. Yep, sapphire crystal, model A528. And this is the 30th anniversary edition, number 13. I got number 13 out of 50 on this one. 13 is my number. This one's gorgeous. But this was a recent pickup, I think late last year, late 2022. Then we've got the Semicom Review Special. I bought this one from him. He had Aragon mod. His two watches that he bought and had him mod them. And so he put the Pepsi bezel on the black dial on this one, which, you know, it looks like this normally. And then they put the Pepsi bezel dial with the piano black case and bracelet. So it's a mod from Aragon that Semicom Reviews had done. And I loved it. So I bought it off of DK. And I think it's gorgeous. 43 millimeters. Model number is the same as the red, white, and blue one. Pretty thick, but it wears good. But yeah, this is my Semicom Review. One of my Semicom Reviews watches. I think I bought like 3 or 4 watches from DK. And then we've got the purple and the exact same watch, just purple. And then we've got the aqua as well. This one's really good looking too. These things are dusty. Every time I'm wiping the crystal, I'm wiping the dust off. Any chance you have that nice looking aqua? See, my last video made me a believer. Yeah, I have that aqua. See, that's that video just came out, but I've actually had the watch for probably about 6 months now. Yeah, Angel, I got it. And then this one is the C charger. I did the same thing I did with the BioLoom and with all my millipedes. I had the 50 millimeter and I downsized to the 44 millimeter. So this is a 44 millimeter version. This one, the guy I bought it off of had upgraded it to the ratcheting clasp. So I do have that. And then this is model A082. NH35. This is a full lume dial. We'll hit it with the light. There you go. You can see the other one in the background glowing too. But there it is glowing. And that's a C charger. This is a 44 mil. I love the crown at the 4 o'clock. This one just good looking watch. So I had it in 50. I was hesitant to let it go, but I knew I probably wouldn't wear it very often in the 50 millimeter anymore. So got it in the 44. Then we've got the Hercules GMT. This is a Soprod movement. This was one of my most expensive Aragons I've ever bought. And this is mother of pearl, tungsten bezel, sapphire crystal, Swiss Soprod. I think it's, let me see. What is the C125? So this is a C125 25 jewel Soprod Swiss automatic GMT. So Wing killed it with this one. The model is A507. Not too thick. Then it's got that beautiful mother of pearl dial. But when I saw Wing came out with a Swiss GMT, I had to jump on this. Screw down crown. The only thing I don't like about it is these are solid links. They're not, you know, 5-piece or 3-piece. It kind of takes away from the entire watch. Having the bracelet kind of like, it looks almost like an afterthought. That's my only drawback on this Hercules model. Besides that, it's a beautiful watch. I love the way the bezel's done. You've got that grippy part, and then you've got the gap all the way through, so you have a nice grip on it. It feels very good. And then you've got the 24-hour on the bezel as well to keep for the GMT time. So what are we talking about in the chat here? What's up, Scott? I love that Victor Terry got you for your birthday. Which one was that? The are you referring to the dual open heart? Chris says a Hercules is a way understated model. Yeah, I agree. And it is very comfortable. And then we've got the Millipede Evo, which was a watch that kind of got mixed reviews. I dig it. It's different. And so when I saw it, I wanted it just because of that reason. Got that donut case with the, to me, this looks like a pocket watch that was turned into a wristwatch, because the way the lugs come off of it, it looks like an afterthought, like it's not put into the entire design. It looks like it was just welded little lugs at the end of a pocket watch's life. They were like, let's put it on the wrist. I like that look. Screw down crown. The bracelet is pretty cool. I know people hate it on this because it's not nothing like the original Millipede, but it's the Evo. It's an evolution, man. It's a change. And this is another GMT, but this is the Seiko NH34. So this was the first watch. I think might be the only one I own right now. With the NH34, which is the newest movement Seiko dropped for GMT. And I had to have it. Lose my color. I don't know if this is limited edition. No, it's not. It does have a sapphire crystal, and this is A547. But that's what sold me, is so unique. I'm always looking for something a little different. You know, I like dive watches, but something that just stands out, but it's not too funky is what I'm all about too. So this was one of those that stood out, but it's not too funky. The dimensions are right, so I went for it. And I believe this is 44 millimeters. Let's measure it because I'm not sure on this one. Yeah, so 43.9. You can see that there. So 44 millimeters. We got 14 millimeters thick. So yeah, just good dimensions on it. And I was excited that Wing was doing the NH34, so I jumped on it. Mom says, yeah, I like that watch too. I got it behind me. I can grab it right now. But it's the one we're all referring to right now. This one here. It is beautiful. Definitely is. I'm just all about comfort now. And that's the only drawback of this thing is chunky. So it's like wearing a diamond ring on your wrist. You know, it's top heavy. So besides that, yeah, it's beautiful. Israel says, yeah, he agrees it's fire. And then last but not least is the only one I have left. I had two of these, but this is Valjo or Valjoux, however you say it. I remember I had corrected me, but I don't remember how to say it. But this is the automatic chronograph, Swiss automatic chronograph, Valjo 7750, with the chrono and the date on there. Full lume dial. This one is 48 millimeters, but I just can't let it go. I let go. I had the red one, exactly the same, but where this one's green, the one was red. I let that one go in a waffle. Don't regret it, but I couldn't let both of them go, so I kept this one. Helium release valve, um, the diver's extension on the clasp, and this one is a limited edition, number 15 out of 100. I think you can see that right there. And this is sapphire crystal, all that good stuff. Everything's screwed down, and it is full lume. We'll get the lume to shine for this one too. Yes, you're right, Chris. This does have screw pins. There we go. So this one's just, you know, maybe later on down the road I can be convinced, but for now, I had to keep it. It doesn't give wrist time at all. I haven't worn this watch and I don't even know how long. But you know, it's nothing against the watch. It's just I have so many watches coming and going all the time. I'm constantly wearing whatever's new. It's basically the way it works for me. So I'm keeping that rotation flowing. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm wearing a watch that doesn't even belong to me right now. The C60 Sapphire from Christopher Ward. This watch was sent in for me to do a review on it, and I'm wearing it today before I do the review, just to be able to give you guys what I think about it. I've worn it all day today. I think the watch is gorgeous. It's got a sapphire dial that's tinted blue, and then the stainless steel bezel. I know DK would like this one. Screw down crown, SW200. This is a good looking watch. And you know me, I love Christopher Ward. So anytime I can get my hands on a Christopher Ward, I'm all about it. So we'll do a few more here because this was kind of quick. Sorry, I bumped the camera. I wasn't planning on doing another case, but we will. So this is just another one of my cases that I have on my shelf behind me. So we'll get into these. Nice little variety. Nothing specific, not just one brand, but Angel mentioned the Aquasea, and that's in this case here. So one of the watches that I got when I first went down to the 42 millimeter size and started collecting those was this Seiko. And when I got this, I didn't realize this was a brand new model. And since then, I've seen it a lot on the internet for sale. I got it because I was looking for different from what I've collected for many years, and this has that like worn out stainless steel dial, which looks to me almost like concrete. It had the day date. It had the crown at the 4. It's kind of like an SKX, but it's a Seiko 5. And then a NATO strap. You know, I'm a bracelet guy. So there were so many features on this watch that attracted me to it. I know the Seiko bracelets are normally trash. So coming on a NATO, I didn't have to worry about that. So I went for it. And this watch has got a lot of popularity lately. It's got drilled lugs. Good looking watch. Doesn't get much wrist time just because I'm always, going through all the different watches that I get and let go. But this was one of my first Seikos that I've ever owned. And right next to it is the other one. This is, I don't remember what model this is. I can't even see it. But anyways, this was my first Seiko. I bought them actually at the same time, but I consider this one my first because it was on the bracelet. But this has a day date, which attracted me. Looks very much like the Hamilton field, khaki field watches, where it's got the 24-hour circle on the inside of the dial, and then the normal traditional 1 through 12 on the outer dial. And then you've got, just a very easy to read, very bold numerals on the dial. So this one attracted me because it was very simple. And I mean, I have the Hamilton khaki field I got from DK, and they look very similar. And this one, I believe, is 42 millimeters. Let's see what we're seeing here. Checking on the chat. Thanks, Angel. Yeah, thanks, Mom. I'm saving up for Longines. Yeah. Yeah, I have that Conquest. I like the Conquest a lot. I'm not a big fan of the Hydro Conquest. I don't like the way the crown looks like it sticks out too far. If any of you own that, let me know. But the crown on the Hydro Conquest seems like it sticks out a lot. It's at the 3 o'clock position. And I feel like that would annoy me. And that's the one reason I went with the Conquest and not the Hydro. But for that reason is the crown. So this is the Nubio Ventana. Got that really cool like wave dial. I believe this is 48 millimeters. Crown at the 4 o'clock, and it is a screw down crown. NH35. I don't remember if this is sapphire or not. Let's see if it says it on here. Yes, it is. Sapphire crystal. 1,000-meter water resistance. Spangler put this, he has the exact same watch, and he put it on a bracelet, and it looks great. I've thought about doing it. I haven't done it yet. The bracelet's not expensive. I think you got it on Amazon for like 20, 30 bucks. But I actually like a couple watches on the strap now because I have so many on bracelet. I just wore this watch the other day, and it's comfy. Even though it's big, the lug to lug is very small because it drops right there, like right away. So it's very comfortable. And this was one of my first Nubios. Then we got the Dufa brand. You guys saw this video a couple weeks ago, came out. I've had this watch for probably about 6, 8 months as well. I just have so many videos in the queue that they come out. Some of the ones that aren't like a necessity for me to drop, I feel like it's not that important. I push back. So this one got pushed back for a while, but this is a Dufa. I love the dial to bezel ratio. You see how thin the bezel is and how big the dial is. It makes the watch appear bigger. This is a 42 millimeter, but it wears large. Nice little watch. But DK, when on the premiere of this video, was like, reminds me of Doofus, and I was like, yeah, when I read the name, I even Googled it because I was like, Doofa, like what kind of name is that? Not the huge oversized 2 pieces anymore. Regular watch boxes. Yes, sir. Yeah, I've got quite a few regular watch boxes now because they fit. These Nubios barely fit, but yeah. This is the Nubio Magellan, and I dig this watch. There's just something about the gold, the white, the black, the way everything flows. I like it. The black or the gold is like a satin, and so it just doesn't. It doesn't look cheap. It doesn't look fake. It just has a really good look to it, and it's another Richard Mille homage. But I really dig this watch. This is a Magellan. It's an NH38 open heart. I believe this is a mineral crystal, but super good looking watch. It came with the white strap and the yellow strap. This video I did a long time ago. I believe it came with the yellow strap as well. But good looking watch. Then we've got that Aqua Sea. This is that Aqua Sea, black ceramic bezel, white full lume dial. This is a 1769. Screw down crown, sapphire crystal. Nice watch. 40 millimeter. I think it's 40.5 actually. Solid case back. But yeah, this is a good looking watch. Nice and thin. Helium escape valve. I actually traded. I got this watch through a trade. I don't know if I said that in the video because I shot that video so long. I don't know what I said in that video, but I got this in a trade from a guy in one of the groups. He was after my all gold Magnum I had, quartz Magnum, and he offered me a few watches, and I liked the way this one looked, so I said, yeah, let's do it for this one. And it came with a nice Pelican case and everything, so nice watch. Let's see. The Nubio reminds me of a Seiko. What's up, X-Cal? Yeah, looks like a wannabe Richard Mille for sure. It's big though. I think the Richard Milles are a lot smaller. The gold tone really makes it pop. I agree. Yeah, the gold is what makes that watch, to me, one of those stand out in my collection, because I really don't like the tonneau shape, but the way that watch is done is perfect for me. As soon as I saw it, I knew that I was going to keep it. I liked it. So then we're on to an Invicta, one of the few that I have that are in a smaller size. This is, I believe, 44 or 45 millimeter. But I love the looks of this watch. So 44.8. So yeah, 45. This was actually a gift from JD. I don't know if you remember JD from a while back. I was doing his collection videos. He's a truck driver that collects Invicta, and he would show up at my work and give me a dive case to take home and review, and I'd give it back to him in a month or two. And I think we did that twice. But anyway, I was telling him about how much I love this watch after I did the review on it. And he was like, "You like it?" He's like, "Keep it." And I was like, "Nah, man, I can't keep it." And he was like, "No, for real, keep it." And I believe he's had second thoughts since. We've talked since, and he was like, "Man, I can't find that watch again to replace it." But it's got a matte black and brown, like a root beer brown, on the bezel, and then it's rose gold crown, rose gold all the indices and hands, rose gold on the outer of the bezel, and then on the Jubilee style bracelet, it's rose gold down the center. It just hits right. The only thing I wish it didn't have is that Cyclops. I'm not a fan of the Cyclops at all. But it's just an NH35. Nothing too crazy special, but it is a meteorite dial as well, a real meteorite dial. Not that fake stuff Invicta's been doing lately. This is a real meteorite dial. So that makes it a little special. And this is model 3140 or 31487. But yeah, good looking watch. This is one of my keepers for sure. I really like the look of this watch. You know me, I'm Mr. Match, and it's kind of hard to match with this. I just got to wear like black or brown. But overall, I just dig the watch. Then my only Citizen I own, and it's a Eco Drive, and this is full titanium. Simple black dial. Got the date at the 3 o'clock. Chronograph. But this reminded me of something my grandpa will wear, and I liked it for that reason. Very, very slim. I believe this is 42 millimeters. Let's see if I can find like a model. There we go. Sapphire crystal. And then it's model R007793. But yeah, just a nice, not too dressy, but dressy watch. So this is my one and only Citizen, and I like the Citizens, but I've never found another one that was, screamed at me that I had to buy it. Do you own Solars? I have a couple of G-Shocks. Yes, I do. If it had a day complication, it would be even better. Yeah, I agree. It's the NH35 though. Then we've got my Orient, the one and only Orient. This is a Triton. And this one was right in the beginning of me downsizing into smaller case sizes. I bought this one. I bought Seiko and Citizen and Orient all within like a 1 or 2 month span. This is a black ceramic bezel and then a really nice black dial. Crown at the 4 o'clock. Got that SKX style case. Unidirectional bezel. Polished case sides. Solid case back. Automatic movement. This was just the right looking watch, and this is like 43.5 millimeter, so a little larger than most of the watches that Orient puts out, and that's what actually attracted me to it, because it was that right size. I think 45, 44 millimeters is like the perfect size for me, as long as the thickness isn't too big. And then we've got one that recently came out on the video as well, the Harbinger. I don't know how to say it, but this is a watch that I got in the trade as well, and it's super cool. Oh no, I think I bought this. I don't remember. My memory sucks. It's very thick, but it wears really good. And this is like a 44, I think, millimeter. Let's see. Let's check it. So, oh, it's only 42.3. So it's pretty much a 42 millimeter, but it's thick. It is 15, so 16 millimeters thick. So it's thick. It's not super thick, but it wears well. And then it's got that, kind of engineerish looking bracelet. Butterfly type look, but it's a regular milled clasp, but it has that push button, almost seamless kind of bracelet. And then sapphire crystal, all that good stuff. And it is NE57 automatic movement. So it's got the power reserve there on the dial. You can see it right there. That white means that we're empty right now. And then if it was white all the way to the other side, it would say it was full. But super good looking watch, very simple, kind of like a field watch. I liked it. So I went for it. And I know I bought this watch used, and I think it was off a guy on Facebook, and it was super dirt cheap. I don't think I paid much for it at all. I don't really remember though. And this one was a trade from one of the homies in the groups. And this is actually from Invicta, sold as a woman's watch. This is a 44 millimeter sub-aqua specialty. This is IP blue, and then like I don't even know what you call this. I guess like that desert khaki color that Invicta calls this. It's not gold. It's not rose gold. It's like a kind of a mixture, but it has on the bezel. Then it's got the same color on the dial, but it's in mother of pearl. And then all the way down the center of the bracelet as well. But the majority of the case and bracelet is blue. And this is an NH35 Flame Fusion Crystal. This is model number 34857. But this is my my small size sub-aqua specialty. Got dogs barking like crazy. Let's see what we're saying in the chat. This is a great mix of watches. They all look really good. Thank you, sir. Do you have a rotary or a Belova? No, I do not. I almost bought a Belova a month or two ago, the Devil Diver, but I couldn't. My religious beliefs, I couldn't rock a 666 on my dial, so I didn't do it. But I could have got it for a great price used. But I was like, I'm gonna pass. It was a gorgeous watch though. But I've never owned a Belova actually. I highly recommend Certina. I almost bought a Certina recently, and I ended up getting a Hamilton. That'll be coming soon to the channel. It hasn't got delivered yet, but I went with a Hamilton um, diver, the Navy Scuba. I think is what I got, 43 millimeter. that's on its way. It should be here probably tomorrow. So many bills that have Rolex style cone edge. I'm not a fan. That's why I like wings, larger dive gear style bezel edges, just more updated, modern. Yeah, but the bezel is the I don't know, the way most the grippy feel, and then it's the way most watches are done. That try to homage those Rolex. So that's the reason why these are done so much. This dog's gonna drive me crazy. Bezel looks like a snake. Yeah, yeah. It's supposed to be like a wreath, I think. Um, Caesar cap kind of versus snake. Okay, like a Caesar cap. I get it. Crown. And then last we have the Pramsius. This is a very unique watch, one that I was gifted from Abe at R2A Watches, and was a super cool gift, man, because I was not expecting to be given this watch. It was sent to me for review. I reviewed it. I actually dig it because it's so different. And then he ended up letting me keep it, which is awesome. He said, just keep it. It's a gift from us to you. And it's number 69 out of 1,435. 10 atmosphere, water resistant. It's called the Gauge Master. And it's the official watch of the BBT Train Museum. Sapphire crystal, 316 ounce stainless steel, Gauge Master. So the crown is up here, and which on the watch itself would be at the 12 o'clock, but would normally be at the 2 o'clock. And then the whole dial is turned on the side to be for like the locomotive engineers that are, putting their hands on the old school trains on the levers. They'll be able to read the time when their hands up on the lever. That's the whole theory behind this. And the coolest part is that the outer ring, which would be like almost a chapter ring of the dial, is an actual piece of an old school locomotive from like the 1800s. And you can see it has patina and rust on it. And so Ramsey's had a special company go out to those trains and drill out these pieces of steel to be able to put in these dials. So super cool on that too. So fortunate to have this watch. It's not, it doesn't have the highest end movement or anything like that, but it's just so unique. It's a 46 millimeter, pretty thick. I want to say probably 14, 15 millimeter thick. Basic leather strap. I can always put something different on it though. But just the sentiment behind it, and then the coolness factor, of just having an old school locomotive in there is, a part of the watch. It's very cool. So I've got a lot more cases to show you guys, but we'll do that in another video. But I wanted to bring back the live slowly. I mean, our audience today is 10 people, and I appreciate you that are watching. But I want to start building back up the live audience again, and then we'll start doing, lives. I'll start having guests again. But I got to build you guys back up and get used to seeing me live. So the goal is Wednesdays or Thursdays around this time. Yesterday we had a lot of stuff going on. I planned to do the live yesterday, but it just didn't work out. So switched it to today, and I will kind of be on the fly. I'm not going to set a certain time or day, or tell you it's going to be once a week or whatever. It's just going to be kind of spur of the moment. But I want to get through the state of the collection. I want to show you guys. I want to have conversations with you guys over the watches, because I still get questions all the time on why my style has changed, why, and it's about the experiences. I think that's the best part, and the easiest way to explain it is it's the experiences. It's getting a watch that I've never owned before in my hands and be able to show the big time gang in a video and say, look, what I got this time, this is different, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. And comfort is a big factor. And just overall, I just want watches that maybe one day when I pass away, my daughter can have and say, you know, wow, this was a watch that my dad collected and it's worth something. It's more than just a basic watch. You know, it's got a little bit of heritage. It's got a little bit of name, a little bit of status behind that name. That means something too. So I've gotten some Swiss watches that you know, maybe it'll be left to my kid when I pass away. You know, who knows? But so um, I'm gonna end there. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll be doing this again very very soon. Um, Israel, yeah, no, Kev's no longer gonna be on the show. Um, thanks, Angel. Israel said, I'm dying over here in the casino without you. uh, yeah, this is a one-man show from now on. I'll bring guests on. We'll do it that way. Thanks, Israel. You stay blessed too, brother. So thank you all for watching with me today. And I'm getting messages that I gotta go take my dog for a walk. So I'm gonna go do that. You guys be blessed. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.